Working hard and seeing zero results is the most frustrating thing in fitness. If you've been showing up, following the plan, but your body still isn't changing, stop blaming yourself. The problem may not be your effort, it's your trainer. In this video, we're breaking down the 8 biggest reasons why most trainers fail their clients and why doing exhausting workouts is ruining your transformation. Most people judge a good workout by how drenched in sweat you are or by how sore you are the next day. And unfortunately, most trainers play into that. They mistake fatigue for progress. But anyone can make you do burpees until you tap out. That doesn't require a certification. True transformation requires a strategy, not just sweat. When a trainer relies on random grueling workouts without a long-term plan, two things happen. First, your body adapts to the stress and your progress hits a brick wall. Second, you burn out, get injured, or you assume that your genetics are the problem. But your genetics aren't the issue. You are likely paying hundreds of dollars a month for a cheerleader with a stopwatch instead of a coach with a blueprint. If you want to stop spinning your wheels and finally get the body that you are actually working for, you need to know exactly where the system is breaking down. So let's dive into the 8 specific ways that trainers completely fail their clients. The first reason is that a lot of trainers don't teach the why. They will tell you what exercise to do, they'll tell you how many reps, how many sets, but they don't tell you why you're doing a certain exercise. And the why really matters as a beginner, especially because you need to know where you should be feeling that specific exercise that you're doing. Because if you're not feeling it in a certain area, you may need to adjust your form or you may need to increase the weight. And it's important because when you're training, you should be learning. You should know what to do outside of the gym. You should know what to do if your trainer walks away and is helping someone else. And so a good trainer will not just tell you what exercise, they will tell you why you're doing it. Number 2, they focus too much on trying to make the workout feel hard. And a hard workout isn't always an effective workout. And that's a big mindset shift that you have to make because you think just because you're sweating that you're getting great results or you're working hard, but the results actually may not be there. And that's something that I've seen over the last few months that I haven't had a trainer. I've seen my body change significantly because I focus more on lifting and making my lifts effective and doing the right workouts for my body instead of just focusing on doing fast movements and making the workout hard or making it fun and beating up my body. So that's just a mindset shift that you have to make, is that, hey, this workout doesn't have to be grueling hard where I'm sweating. It just needs to be effective. Number 3, they don't prioritize progressive overload enough. And this is one of the biggest lessons that I had to learn. If you're doing the same weight, the same number of reps, or this at the same intensity, your muscles really have no reason to change. You have to give your muscles a reason to progress. And that's, doing the right exercises, increasing the weight over time. For me, it's about every 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the muscle that I'm working, because certain muscles you just can't lift heavier. So you should really be challenging yourself. So adding one extra rep onto the end of a workout, that can be a form of progressive overload. That's really important. And that's one of the biggest things that I focus on. And that's something that I had to learn as I started, working out on my own and not working out with a trainer. Also, it's more effective to prioritize exercises that work multiple muscle groups. These are called compound exercises. So, for example, doing bench press, that works your chest, your triceps, and your shoulders. Or doing rows, those work your back and biceps. Number 4, they give generic plans that don't fit their clients' specific goals. A lot of trainers will train everyone the same, but someone that wants to lose weight, someone that wants to build muscle, someone that wants to grow their glutes, or someone that's trying to tighten loose skin may not all need the same plan. And I think that's where a lot of people get frustrated because the plan that they're following wasn't designed for their specific goals. You need to make sure that the plan that your trainer has you following was designed with your specific goals in mind. And if it wasn't, that's something that you should feel comfortable telling your trainer and seeing if they can incorporate the things that will help you reach your goals. And if not, then you could either do research on your own and see what additional exercises or what additional things you should be doing on your own, or maybe you may need to think about whether the trainer that you have is a good fit for you. Number 5, they confuse motivation with coaching. A trainer yelling, "You got this," or counting your reps is not the same as coaching. Coaching is checking your form. As I mentioned earlier, it's explaining why you're doing a certain exercise, it's explaining where you should be feeling it, because motivation will just get you through a workout, but real coaching helps you get better. So, also, good coaching is noticing when something isn't working and making adjustments. And I think that's where a lot of trainers fall short. They will bring big energy, but they don't bring big strategy. Number 6, they don't build their clients' confidence. A good trainer won't make you feel like you need them forever, similar to a therapist. And I'm not saying that you can't go to therapy indefinitely, but a good therapist will tell you that you don't need them forever or at the same frequency. You may still need them from time to time, but you won't need them forever. And I'm not saying that you won't need your trainer forever, because I do like having a structured program, and I use an app that has a structured program, but you won't feel like you need them or rely on them so heavily. And that means that you should be able to go into the gym and pick up weights and know what specific muscles you need to work that day. So a good trainer will be teaching you along the way and give you confidence that you don't need them, even if you want to continue working out with them. Now, this one is something that can be debated because trainers can't control everything their clients are doing outside of the gym. But number 7 is they let their clients keep coming back month after month without actually seeing changes. And I know that trainer's responsibility has to end somewhere, but I do think that if trainers have clients that are coming back month after month without seeing any progress, they should have a conversation with that client to ask them what they're doing outside of the gym, ask them what their diet is like, making recommendations, holding them accountable, because that is one of the reasons people have trainers. At least I know that's one of the reasons why I had a trainer. It wasn't to manage my diet, it was to hold me accountable to lifting weights, because when I first started lifting, or when I first got a trainer, I hated lifting. And so me having a trainer was just having someone to hold me accountable to make sure that they could help me do something that I didn't want to do. And in a way, your clients are the trainer's personal brand. I mean, you would think that you would want someone who represents you and represents your program. And so I do think trainers have the responsibility to have that hard conversation with a client and tell them if they don't ever change their diet, they will never see any changes. And that's just my stance on it. Number 8, they completely miss the mindset transformation that you have to make, because one of the biggest hurdles to losing weight and making a complete physical transformation is changing your mindset. You have to change how you relate to food. You have to change how you relate to motivation. You also have to change the limiting beliefs that you have in your mind. And I think this is one of the things that trainers completely miss or underestimate. They don't realize that you're bringing all of these insecurities into the gym. And this may not be something that they have to manage, but this could be something that they consider and tell you that you need to, focus on this and figure out how to make that mental shift. Those are the 8 reasons why I believe most trainers fail their clients. So, if you're someone that's worked out with a trainer and you were showing up and you feel like you were putting your best effort forward, but you weren't seeing results, I hope this video helped you realize that maybe the problem isn't that you're lazy or that it's your genetics. Maybe the plan wasn't built with your specific goals in mind. And once I learned that, it changed everything. If you've ever had a great trainer or a frustrating experience with one, let me know in the comments. I would love to know what held you back or what helped you succeed. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe for more fitness and body transformation content. Bye.